At a time when many sequels, remakes, and reboots of famous movies and shows struggle to capture the magic of the original production, Cobra Kai is the perfect example of how to continue something that is already loved by the audiences, while also creating something new. Which season of this amazing series do you think fell short of expectations? This and more in today's video. Kicking us off, the Cobra Kai season fans think could have been better. The Karate Kid franchise woke up again in the form of Cobra Kai, after being dormant for a long time. As it turns out, Season 4 of Cobra Kai isn't the most popular. There are a few different reasons why Season 4 isn't the most popular. Season 4 could have used more episodes or longer ones. With as many characters and storylines as they have now, it would have been necessary. On Reddit, user Stacks Shack said that the show should not bring back Johnny and Daniel's childhood rivalry, while user Star Destroyer 50 wants the show to move away from Johnny and Daniel's childhood rivalry for good. Redditor Sven the Tidar agreed with both of them in some ways, saying that he wished Johnny and Daniel didn't steal the show from their students all season long. Season 4 of Cobra Kai might not be the best one so far, but we hope it hasn't scared away too many fans. After all, co-creator Josh Heald's comments about the upcoming 5th season suggests that they won't want to give up on the show just yet. A lot of people are punching and kicking each other, but the story is going to take an unexpected turn that no one could have seen coming. Heald told Deadline, "The bad guys won Season 4, so there's going to be some hell to pay, whether it's more hellfire or retribution," which made it sound like Cobra Kai was ending. Season 5 will have more action than ever before. At the end of the day, Season 4 of Cobra Kai isn't perfect, but few TV seasons are. We hope that when Season 5 comes out, it doesn't disappoint so many people. Next, Daniel and Johnny need one last fight to properly end their Cobra Kai story. To finish their story arc on Cobra Kai, Johnny Lawrence and Daniel LaRusso should have one last fight. One of the many great things about martial arts is that it can help bring people together. Johnny and Daniel both know this very well, but it took a lot longer than usual for them to agree on it. Now that they had put their differences behind them and realized that Eagle Fang and Miyagi-Do Karate each had their own strengths, Cobra Kai could show the two men spar again with the goal of not beating each other, but learning from each other. On a deeper level, Johnny and Daniel were friends because they both loved karate. This was true even when they were enemies. Even though their earlier fights were much more dangerous, now that they have finally gotten over their hatred for each other, their next fight should be between two martial artists who have made a former enemy their ally. This would be the perfect victory for both of them. It would be like Rocky Balboa and Apollo Creed's private third fight in Rocky 3, where they did what they loved and saw each other as equals. In Cobra Kai Season 5, Johnny and Daniel each have a lot more on their plates. The Cobra Kai dojo has taken over the martial arts community in the valley, and Johnny has promised to bring Miguel Diaz back from Mexico City, where he has lost hope. Still, Cobra Kai putting on one more Johnny versus Daniel karate match at some point would be a great thing for the show. The only difference is that Johnny and Daniel would now be on better terms with each other and would gladly bow to each other as warriors. In other related news, let's have a look at 3 upcoming movie sequels you didn't know were in the works. First, Hocus Pocus 2, which will come out on September 30th, 2022. Hocus Pocus didn't make much of a splash when it came out in 1993, but it's become a Halloween staple since then, and each year, new fans discover the witchy fun of the Sanderson sisters. The movie is about a group of kids who bring back the 3 sisters on Halloween, 300 years after they were put to death in 1693. The sisters then tried to take the souls of every child in Salem so they could stay alive. The children who brought them back to life, along with a magical cat, might be able to stop them. Even though we don't know much about the sequel yet, original Hocus Pocus stars Bette Midler, Kathy Najimy, and Sarah Jessica Parker are all set to come back for the sequel, which will be released on Disney+. Original star Doug Jones, Tony Hale of Hocus Pocus 2, Hannah Waddingham of Arrested Development, and Sam Richardson of Ted Lasso and Veep will also be in The After Party, which will come out on Disney+ in the fall of 2022. Whitney Brittany Peake, Lilia Buckingham, Belisa Escobedo, Juju Brenner, Froy Gutierrez, Taylor Henderson, and Nina Kitchen will also be there. Adam Shankman was supposed to direct Hocus Pocus 2, which was based on a script by Jen D'Angelo. However, in 2021, Anne Fletcher took over for Shankman. The official plot summary for the movie was released by Bloody Disgusting. It says, 3 young women accidentally bring the Sanderson sisters back to modern-day Salem. Anne must figure out how to stop the child-hungry witches from wreaking a new kind of havoc on the world. On September 30th, 2022, there will be all kinds of witchy fun. Creed 3, which will come out on November 23rd, 2022. MGM may finally make a Rocky movie without Rocky, after making 6 Creed movies and 2 Rocky movies. The studio has hired writer Zach Balan to write a 3rd Creed movie, but after Creed 2, Sylvester Stallone said he was done playing Rocky Balboa for good. Even without Rocky, there's still a lot of story to tell. Michael B. Jordan's character, Adonis Creed, ends the 2nd movie not only as a boxing champion, but also as the father of a baby girl with his fiancée, Bianca Tessa Thompson. We don't know much about what will happen in the 3rd Creed movie. We do know, though, that Jordan will not only be in the movie, but also be in charge of making it. In a statement, he said, "This series, and especially the themes of Creed 3, are very important to me. I'm excited to share the next part of Adonis Creed's story as its director and namesake. It's a huge responsibility." Tessa Thompson and Felicia Rashad will both be back, and we already know who will be on the other side of the ring. Jonathan Majors, who was in Creed 3, will fight with Adonis in Lovecraft Country. Fans are probably most familiar with Majors from his surprise role as He Who Remains / Kang the Conqueror in Marvel's Loki, and the soon-to-be-released Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. Of his Creed 3, Majors told NME, "With intimacy comes complexity. We are doing it. It's a very different story from the others because it's about 2 men trying to figure something out. From what Majors has said, it sounds like his character might be someone from Adonis's past, and might even have ties to other Rocky movies. That would fit with the themes of other movies, since the bad guy in Creed 2 was the son of Rocky IV's bad guy, Ivan Drago, Dolph Lundgren." On November 23rd, 2022, we're looking forward to seeing Majors and Jordan go head-to-head with whoever he's playing. Last, Puss in Boots 2 will come out on December 21st, 2022. The first time people saw Puss in Boots was in the 2004 movie Shrek 2, where the fierce cat was hired as a hitman to kill the ogre from the first movie. Of course, he never got his job done, and by the end of the movie, the 2 main characters were on the same side. The character of Puss in Boots, who was voiced by Antonio Banderas, was popular enough for Universal to give him his own movie, which came out in 2011. Shrek 2, which took place before Puss in Boots, told the character's backstory and was nominated for an Oscar for Best Animated Feature. The director of The Croods: A New Age, Joel Crawford, will be in charge of the sequel, which will be called Puss in Boots: The Last Wish. It will follow the brave cat, who is now on his 9th life, as he looks for the mythical last wish, which he hopes will bring back his other 8 lives. In the trailer, he teams up with Salma Hayek's character, Kitty Softpaws, who tells him, "When you only have 1 life, that's what makes it special." Harvey Guillen, who is known for his role in What We Do in the Shadows, will play Puss and Kitty's dog friend, Pero. He will join them on their adventures. Florence Pugh, Olivia Colman, Wagner Moura, Ray Winstone, John Mulaney, Divine Joel Randolph, Anthony Mendez, and Samson Kao are also part of the great cast. On December 21st, 2022, Puss in Boots: The Last Wish will come out. That is all we could cover in our very limited time today. However, make sure to subscribe for more amazing content in the future.